I chose EMDR because I actually used to think that it was kind of just woo-woo and kind of stupid. But then I saw a therapist do it with a client, and I went through the training, and then I did it on myself, and then I started using it on my clients, and I started to see, wow, this really works. This is kind of amazing, in fact. It was really helping people to heal past traumas, sometimes stuff that's been stuck in there ever since they were a little kid, and just finally heal it, clear it out, and so they could be at peace with it. And it's like a big weight was lifted off their shoulders.
In this spotlight, I spoke with Heather Mauldin, the founder of Ready to Heal Grow, about her EMDR therapy retreats in California. What caught my attention was how Heather blends trauma-informed therapy with a calming environment, nature, grounding practices, sound, and movement to help your nervous system finally relax.
Ready to Heal Grow is a therapy practice. It's for people that are ready to heal and grow. When people think about coming to the retreat, it is usually because they've had a buildup of negative stuff that's happened over the years. Sometimes it may be one negative event that happened just recently, but something that has gotten them to the point where they recognize that life is not good right now and I really need some help.
This isn't a luxury getaway or just another wellness weekend. Heather's retreats and therapy sessions are designed to help if you feel something has been building up for a long time. Trauma, grief, anxiety or panic, emotional pain, low self-esteem, all lead to a sense of functioning on the outside while struggling inside.
When negative events happen over the years and it builds up, people get to a place where it's too much. It's like you have fish in the pond. You've got the bottom of the pond. You've got a certain amount of water for the fish to swim around in, and then you've got the surface of the pond. And so when bad things happen, it's like a bulldozer comes along and starts bulldozing dirt into the bottom of the pond. And then more bad stuff happens and more dirt gets bulldozed in. And so the bottom of the pond gets closer and closer to the surface. And the fish has less and less room to kind of swim around in and starts popping up out of the water into panic attacks, depression, anxiety, all kinds of things. And so when you do EMDR and you do other healing practices, it's like the bulldozer comes back and starts bulldozing that dirt back out of the pond. The pond gets deeper and deeper, and the fish has room to swim around in again. And so their threshold is not so shallow. So when people have been through a lot, they have a shallow threshold, and it becomes too much. And that's when they start seeking help.
EMDR is the foundation of Heather's approach. She gives a straightforward explanation of what's actually happening in the brain.
It stimulates the right and left hemispheres of your brain. When something bad happens, your amygdala, which is like a walnut-sized part of your brain, towards the base of your brain, gets stimulated. That's a fight or flight part of your brain. So when you're in fight or flight, everything gets stored in there. And so the bilateral brain stimulation helps to dislodge what's stuck in your amygdala and lets it finally process through and resolve. Because your brain will always go to a positive resolve if it can, but if it's stuck in your amygdala, it can't. So EMDR just kind of helps move it along and let it finally resolve. So you come to a place of peace with it. So you remember everything that happened, but it just doesn't bother you anymore. You don't like that it happened maybe, but you're in a place of peace.
EMDR is not relaxation work. It surfaces real emotions, and for anyone considering a group retreat, the immediate question is privacy.
So I'm not doing individual sessions during the retreat unless it's a private individual retreat, but there's a way that we do it in a group where people have privacy. They don't have to share their personal negative stuff or personal stuff with other people unless they want to, but the process allows people to do EMDR individually while in a group. So it's a little bit different protocol, but it works really well.
You get group support without having to share everything. The space is shared, but the personal work stays private. Heather's retreats combine the therapy work with practices designed to keep people grounded while they process.
There's kind of 3 different modes of therapy that I use, and each one has a different purpose. And each one helps to move someone through the process of healing. And then the other modalities, such as meditation, mindfulness walk, sound bath, loving on a horse, all of those things assist with keeping someone grounded during bringing up some upsetting emotions and working through them, and helping to move those emotions through and calm the nervous system and get all of that stuff completely healed, and so the person's feeling grounded and like they're able to release all that stuff.
That mix of clinical therapy and nature-based grounding practices helps you go deep while staying steady. Heather holds her retreats in a ranch setting in Cottonwood, California, to provide a natural environment that supports the healing.
Well, it's a beautiful place. I mean, it's kind of magical. When people come here, it's like all their stress melts away, and there's something about the majesty of nature that just helps people really transcend, and it just heals the soul. There is no better place to do this kind of work than in a beautiful environment like this ranch. So the ranch has the 2 ponds, the meadows of flowers and butterflies everywhere, and the creek and the horses. And in the front pond, there is an island, and we have 2 Canadian geese that fly in every year and have babies. The female Canadian goose sits on that island on her nest. And so whenever the retreat's happening, or in the springtime retreat, whenever you go out the front door, you're looking right at this pond with a goose on the nest. So I've had a lot of people really share how much they enjoy the environment and how much it has a therapeutic effect on them just to be in nature and reconnect. Because a lot of people live in the city. They come out here and they're like, I never get a chance to be out in nature and to feel this and to experience this. So it's very rejuvenating.
The retreat happens on a quiet ranch with open fields, ponds, flowers, horses, and space to breathe. It's still a therapeutic retreat, not a spa vacation, but the setting helps you settle in, reconnect, and feel safe enough to do your work. Heather also offers different options for different needs. You might like the shared experience of a group retreat, or you may prefer a more focused one-on-one private intensive.
Some people are looking for a group experience. They're looking for connection. They're looking for support in a group that, they get something out of that. And that's great. There's all kinds of people benefit from being in a group. But if somebody wants to really get down and dig in and have an intensified, individualized, one-on-one experience where they are really doing some intensive work, of course, with breaks and with supports and other healing modalities to assist with moving them through, then the individual one would be much better for them.
Whether group or private, people come to Heather because a weekly therapy hour hasn't been enough. This is what she says to anyone who has been holding it together and knows something needs to change.
So healing is a gift to yourself. It's probably the most important thing you could ever do if you ever want to have the chance to be happy in your life. You're not alone. There's so many people out there who are struggling with all kinds of emotional pain, anxiety, depression, panic attacks, PTSD, all kinds of things. And it's hard. You go through life and you're already struggling, right? And you have all of these responsibilities and you have other negative things happen. And it gets to a point where it's just too much. It's not easy. It does take some work. And it does bring up some emotional pain, but once you get through it, it's so worth it because it's like the weight gets lifted off your shoulders.
This is for you if you're someone who keeps showing up for work, family, and daily life, but knows something needs to change. Heather's message is not to wait until things fall apart, but to notice when it's time to get support. I asked Heather what inspired her to start the group retreat in the first place.
I wanted to do something different and kind of above and beyond just traditional therapy sessions where people could be out in this environment because it is so beautiful and because I know how healing it can be. It's been healing for me at various times throughout my life when I was struggling to be out in nature, and I understand that. So the reason why I wanted to do this retreat was because I thought, well, this is a perfect opportunity to take healing to another level that I haven't been able to do when I sit in a room doing one-on-one therapy with someone. Well, I'd like them to feel like they've experienced some healing and feel like they are changed and they have hope for their future and that they can continue to grow and heal and become their best self. That happiness is possible.
Before we wrapped up, I asked Heather what she would say directly to anyone watching who has been waiting too long to get help.
It's time. You've been struggling long enough. There is help out there, and being in the retreat environment is so rejuvenating. It's something that you'll remember the rest of your life. It will change you deeply. Don't keep yourself from an experience like that could really be life-changing for you.
To find out more about Heather Mauldin, her group healing retreats, or private therapy intensives, search Ready to Heal Grow on Retreat Finder or click the link in the bio to send an inquiry on our listing. Someone from Heather's team will contact you to answer your questions and get you registered. At Retreat Finder, we spotlight unique retreats from around the world. If you'd like to see more retreats like this, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on social, or join our email list at retreatfinder.com. And when it's time to return to you, find your next retreat on retreatfinder.com.